And everybody through at the same time on a 15, or we can have 10 bikes sit tight. Well, we're sitting tight, we're watching and critiquing everybody. We can be critiquing and seeing what's going on and make it a lesson. And then 10 bikes go through. We switch off. That other group, let their bikes cool down. Same thing, we'll stand there and all critique, not criticize. We're not here to make fun of anybody. Okay, we're all here to learn. Instructors will not put you in anything where we're going to embarrass you, except for Patrick. Okay. Got any questions at any time? Please come ask.
You're going to learn from me, kids.
Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Hopefully you brought water. Okay. I happen to have a bottle for sale for $5. Everybody signed in, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody signed in. Everybody signed in. Okay, you heard me ask that because I have the sign-up sheet here. All right. Any questions? Friction zone. Friction zone. Do you want to give it a try and explain it? I know I put you on the spot. If you don't want to, that's okay.
Go ahead and demonstrate it.
No, just tell us what it is.
Oh,
Kind of explain.
It's the art of your clutch, and there's a little teeny tiny zone. It's the sweet spot, and you want to be working that clutch, and you'll be going in and out of gear, and you'll be able to go real slow. I like to drag my brake, but that's cheating.
Yeah.
But just kind of work your clutch, and you'll feel that go in and out, and just kind of work your way. And you got to, use your throttle too.
I think everybody here is of age that has driven a stick shift, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You're on a hill.
Yep.
You're in first gear. Boom. Let the clutch out, little gas, let the brake off, and you're staying still, right? That's the friction zone. That's the friction zone. It's right there at that little area. Feet are on the boards or pegs. You can stand that bike up still and hold it still using that friction zone with your feet off the ground. You can. It's difficult to do, but you can do it. Okay? Don't have to raise the RPMs real high to get the friction zone. Okay? But you don't want to stall it either. All right? Does that make sense? I think everybody here is familiar with that friction zone.
Yeah.
We're going to do it first. We're going to go as slow as we can. Slow as we can. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes at first, okay? It's harder. But you get that done, then we'll add a rear brake. Rear brake. Why don't we want to add a front brake?
Because you'll go over if you're turning.
What happens when you tend to do friction zone with a front brake, the front end does this. And when it starts to hop, you start to lose balance. Okay, you understand?
Yep.
That's why we drag the rear. You don't want to pump the rear. That's why we call drag, not pump. Once you start pumping the rear, it does the same thing, okay? But if you find that fine area of dragging, putting your foot on that rear brake carefully, just applying just so much, that friction zone, man, you can, it's nothing, okay? Practice makes perfect. All these drills you can practice in a parking lot, right?
Yeah.
All these drills you should practice in a parking lot on your own, especially the braking one, okay? All right? Any questions? Yeah, we're all on this side, one and one. Okay? So let's get somebody on that end, though. Those are nice. My brother has them. Yeah, my brother has them. Very nice. Good, good. Looking at the ground. Don't look at the ground.
Eyes up!
Eyes up. Don't look at the ground. Make me run. There you go. There you go. Eyes are up. Eyes are up. Find a spot. Call a spot, okay? Concentrate on that spot. RPM slower. There you go. There you go. There you go. Eyes are up. Don't look at the ground. Eyes are up. Eyes are up. Good. 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 There you go. You're out. Good.
Eyes are up, right? Looking straight.
Turkey.
Good. Down a little long. We're gonna go with the race.
Patrick, what time?
11:15. It's 11:15.
Good job.
Haley.
It was your highway peg that hit it.
Nope. Everybody did. The first time you do it, it's kind of hard, and then you get better, and you get better, and you get better as you go, right? Everybody felt better like the second time they did it,
Yeah.
or the third time. Third time they did it was really good, huh?
Yeah.
Third time was almost perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to do the braking exercise, and I think most of you have done this already, where we're simulating that there's a car in the lane in front of you that suddenly comes to a stop. Does everybody remember doing that?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is we have this first set of cones right here. Rich, what speed do you want it coming in at?
20 to 25.
20 to 25. Okay,
Second gear, 20 to 25. No faster.
the same thing that we just did. We'll start back there. We'll get it up to 20 to 25 miles an hour. Don't brake until you hit that first set of cones. Don't cheat and start braking before that. It's got to be a surprise. It's got to be like, oh man, that guy just slammed his brakes on. I'm going to hit him if I don't do something. So as soon as you hit that,
It's like your front tire passes that.
as soon as you see those cones going by, because you're looking straight up, right? You're not looking at the cones. You're looking straight up. You're looking at what you're about to hit, or that you're going to try to avoid to hit. And you see those cones right here, brake. So you should be braking. You should do all your braking between those first two cones, because this is a hard emergency braking situation. Okay, it's
So
not just
both
not a
brakes.
leisurely little. Oh, I got to slow down. No, this is hard on your brakes. Everybody has ABS, right?
No.
Trikes.
Not everybody.
Trikes.
I
Trikes.
have ABS.
Trikes don't. Who
I
else
have-
doesn't
I
have
have
ABS?
The Sporties? I don't.
Yeah, but you guys are trikes, so you're good there.
The Sportster doesn't.
The sporty, okay. All right. For everybody else, you can brake as hard as you want, right? But as you hit that first set of cones, and you're braking, the same thing you're doing is you're clutching in, combo braking, front and back, and you're downshifting at the same time.
Downshift hard.
Yes, downshift hard. Even if you're in second gear 2 or 3 times, that's okay. Just make sure you're in first gear. And then, you're going to get a signal from somebody down there that's going to tell you either to go left or go right, because you want to avoid what's there. If you stop right there, the chances are you're going to get hit from behind by somebody else. You don't want to do that. You want to get around.
So we're doing both?
We're doing both. We're not stopping. Well, let me back that up. If you get this,
Okay.
the person that means stop completely, and don't try to make any type of avoidance on it. Just come to a stop. If he gives you the left or the right,
You go
then
left,
you brake down, you brake down, you brake down, downshift, downshift.
right.
Turn that way.
Little gang going by.
Mini bikes.
And then you use that little little emergency lane that we've got set up on either side of it to get away from it. Okay?
Pigs in a blanket.
And you said that they were going to tell us which lane to go on?
Yes, somebody's going to be in the middle.
Someone's gonna stand in the middle
Down
there.
there. And yes, you're either
Yeah,
going to get this.
So don't hit them.
Make sure he's wearing a cup.
Yes. Those are the three you're going to get. So the whole time you're down here, you're looking straight ahead. Okay. There's no reason to look around somewhere. First
Now-
thing you're going to be looking at is right ahead.
What's the main difference between ABS and non-ABS?
Watch what Rich does.
ABS.
Here he goes.
It's not very fast.
No, he's not going very fast.
No, he wasn't even doing 20.
Yeah.
No, but it's just showing the lane.
Because I have an
He's
O2.
gonna do it. He's gonna demo it since we're done here.
I have an,
The difference between
my
ABS,
O2 doesn't have ABS, but my O8 does.
the difference being is that the ABS you can press as hard as you want.
And they
When it
won't-
senses that the wheel's gonna lock up, it doesn't let it, so you still have that drive to stop. What happens when you lock up a wheel? All you do
Did
is
it.
skid straight.
Trust me, did it on
You just-
Fletcher Parkway the
You
other
skid
day.
straight as far as you can go with the momentum that you have. You can't do anything because you're skidding.
Well, I noticed my first test drive on my O8 with ABS. I did hit it hard one time. It was a truck stopped in front of me, and it kind of jerked, but I noticed that, wow, that feels different. But I don't really know the big difference.
Doesn't it kind of?
There's a lot of people. Yes, there's a lot of people that have never gotten into their ABS.
Yeah, I never
And
have.
I, like I was telling William this morning, I suggested everybody try it once. Just get up to 40 miles an hour.
Right in here.
In here. Get up to 40 miles an hour, slam that rear brake on just as hard as you can.
drill.
No.
And you'll feel what it feels like to get into that ABS because you'll feel that pulsing.
Yeah,
And
I
it'll sound
felt
like
that.
it'll sound like the thing's falling apart. It'll feel like it's falling apart. But don't let up because you're already on it, right?
It'll pulse into your foot and your hand.
Different being if you don't have ABS and you press that brake down and you're skidding,
Use your back.
you want to ease it back till the wheel starts grabbing again, till the wheel starts moving again, and then gradually get into the braking. Okay, because you don't want it skidding. You want to get off that brake. and
I had
then
an
get back
incident
on.
once on my O2 that I was getting on the freeway, and the guy was stopped right in front of me, and I didn't notice it because I was looking at something else. And I stopped and I skidded, and I'm glad that I skidded because it skidded me. I didn't hit him. I mean,
lucky.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I-
Somebody was watching out for you that day.
Last
you
time
know?
I rode Fletcher Parkway right at Marshall, the light changed and I was like, shit, do I stop? I'll stop, and I locked them up and I slid out into the intersection. I went, oh shit, I'm in the intersection. I let it off and went around the corner.
Might as well just go, yeah. Might as well just go.
Just go.
Remember, when
Okay.
your wheels are locked, you have no control
Right.
of
Yeah.
the motorcycle. Everything is done.
Yep.
You're just along for the ride.
Except for your weight. I actually pulled myself this
You
way
have
on
no
purpose.
control, because that thing's like it's like on ice. Might
Yeah.
as well be on a hockey arena, because that's all that skid is. It's molten rubber that has locked up, and it becomes little like ball bearings, and you're just along for the ride.
Guess I was just lucky.
If, any,
You're very
I missed
if anybody's
it
ever
by a
ridden in the
foot.
dirt before, you'll know. Yeah, well, you'll know. If you're at speed, you lock up that rear wheel. You're just gonna keep going straight. You can
Straight,
do this,
yep.
but the bike's not gonna turn. It's gonna keep going straight. You're just gonna be skidding from side to side. You're not gonna turn until you let off that brake. As soon as that.
Well, what
wheel
about your
starts
front
moving.
wheels? I turned my front wheels and it skidded that
Then
way.
you're gonna flip.
It did.
drop it.
I don't know why. I don't know why it did that.
Shouldn't have.
It shouldn't have
Should
done
have went the direction it was going, no matter what.
Unless you weren't locked up all the way.
I was locked up because I saw the rubber afterwards the next day. But basically, I said, oh, that was me. But basically, I think I turned just a little bit right before I locked it up. And so it was already angling that way.
Because whichever way you're going, it's going to continue to go
Yeah.
straight as long as you're locked up.
Inertia.
Yes, but as long as you have ABS, you can slam. But remember, combo braking. You combo brake all the time. Don't get used to just using your foot brake all the time. Even though there's link braking, still use both brakes. Get in that habit of using both brakes. It's just safer.
Remember that back end is going to come up too.
Yes.
You weren't
Back end will
going.
rise, and that's why it tends to lock on non-ABS bikes. It'll tend to lock because that weight shifts. The front end dives, back end comes up, the wheel becomes light, and that's when it'll grab. That's when it'll lock up. You have to be really careful. It's a fine line.
So were you going 25?
No. No.
Now you were going.
He was going
No.
less than 50. He was going less than 25.
So we're going to demo it.
Do you want us to stay here? Or do you want to move everybody down there?
It's up to them. Whatever you
You guys want to go down here and watch what he
Yeah,
does?
let's go down there.
Everybody stand in the
All right,
middle.
we'll
do all
Let's
three.
go down. Let's go down here.
You
and
gonna do
watch.
all three? Fergie?
All three. Break. And then you can drive out.
I can hear.